All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A third down gain of 19. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go, D. Switch.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on, set. Take the outlaw. 50 out. Come on. You remember me. You remember me.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
You don't want nothing, baby.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he finds Daniels. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
2 yards down the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
You.
33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
New York.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. But now it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Wentz going to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, New York.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Just pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to Slayton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
He's checking crack.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Equanimous St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you can hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Sterling Shepard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.